I have one match reaction to Bohs 2, Sligo 1. So this was a very good game in the second half, a very open game in the first half. No one grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck. There was no real clear-cut chances. No keepers were really necessarily busy. The Sligo keeper was the busier of the two. Talbot hadn't got much to do. Anything he did do was straightforward enough. Sligo tried, actually played very good football, I thought, in the first half. They kept it on the ground, had a good few passing and moves. They got up forward in the pitch and had a good few corners to put us under a bit of pressure. The second half was a different story. Whoever Keith Long says that team really changed them. Promise appeared to be more playing up front by himself, and he was a tank up front. He was taking down every ball. He was trying to pick players out. He was just a machine up front. He was really, really powerful and strong and really good. Obviously, there was 2 injuries. Chris Drogs is off injured. Hopefully he's away, and I think Sam's after picking up an injury too. So, after having 2 injuries in the game, so that's not ideal. But Junior's goal was quite good as well. He just got up over the keeper, and everyone was like, I got it in. Really good. And McDonald then got the goal for Sligo. It was from a corner. It was a well-worked, hard drilled volley into the bottom corner. It was a good goal for Sligo to see. It was a good goal, very neutral to look at. But I think around the ground, everyone like, you're all holding your breath thinking, oh no, here we go. And then the keeper went up for them for a late corner, and I was like, not again. So yeah, it was a bit nervy at the end, but overall I'm happy with the performance and happy with how we played. So it was really, really good.
Hello, I'm just back from drawing Finn Harps there at Head in the Game Pack. Brilliant results. 3-1 win. You can't beat it there for sure. First half was not the best. We were definitely nowhere near where we should be. Finn Harps were definitely a better team. They had more chances in that first half. We had a man sent off. We had Sean Rowan sent off there in the second half. I actually didn't see fully what happened, so I have to find out what happened to him. But I think it's obviously disappointing now when you have a player sent off who's going to be gone now for the next 3 games. You have Rovers and Bohs, 2 most important games now on Monday and Friday, and it's something that we wish shouldn't happen. So they obviously went 1-0 up in the first half. Conor Torres there with a sort of like a double head into the box. It was a free kick from out to the box, put into the out to the box, stuck into the box there. One of the defenders drilled it over the other side of the pitch. I don't know who it was exactly. I think it was Slevin. And then Conor Torres there heads into the bottom corner, which, looking for me, it was a great goal from a set piece, and you have to give him a bit of credit for the goal, because I think the goal was pretty special. And then look, once we had Rowan sent off, and we sort of were kind of more attacking in the game, and lucky enough, Evan Whale came from the left hand side of the back and went to the box and scored a goal with the right foot. It was a lucky goal. To be totally honest, I think McGinley done decent enough there with the goal. I think McGinley might have done better. But look, a goal's a goal, so you'll take it any day of the week. Then the second goal, Adam Foley, fantastic since he came onto the scene tonight. Obviously, look, it's Finn Harps there, his old club, and he wants to obviously try and make an impact against his old club, and he rightfully did that. A ball from Ryan Brennan from the right hand side, sticks from the left hand side, and he just crossed in. Adam Foley slides in it and sticks in the top corner, which is a brilliant finish. And around the 90th minute or so, so it was something we desperately needed. We desperately needed a win. I did say to myself there for the game, a win, nothing less. If you got anything else, it'd be an absolute joke. So it's great now that we kept ourselves in a good gap between us and Finn Harps now in 8th and 9th. And look, before we get away from the playoff spots, the bell, and then even the third goal, brilliant counter attack. Deegan plays off to Foley. Foley runs towards the box, and he finds Darren Nugent on the right hand side, puts it across to Nugent. Nugent, it gets a touch, sticks into the bottom corner. Another brilliant finish. So it's definitely an improvement from the last few games. First wins in the UCD as well. So the more points we grab, the better. It's what you need as well in this division. So look, we roll on Rovers now on Monday night. That's going to be a game that I'd have to take a draw in. It's going to be a very tough game, and the Bohs now as well up in Dalymount. That's going to be another big game. So the more points you get now from now till the end of the season, the better. And let's try and stay away from that 9th spot. So cheers lads.
Final score this evening from Drogheda. Drogheda 3, Finn Harps 1. Where do I start again? really deflated after that performance. Like we're bad against UCD, we played well leading up till the first goal when Conor scored, but we just fell apart then after that. Top it all off, LTV lost a lot of streaming nights, so I didn't really get to see much of the first half, but what I've seen, it was really, really bad. The second half. A lot of players are passengers at the moment. Both teams went down to 10 men. Bashan Hari, I think he is one of the passengers in our team at the moment, who got sent off for kicking out at Brennan, who threw up. Fought best player we had last night was Conor Turish, who we got from the Kenny Rovers. I think something has to give. Really does. Like, from start to finish, like the whole players just don't look interested at all. They're not playing for the shirt. Too many passengers, I said, in that team, and it's getting to the stage now that we're going to go down. Like, there's 6 points between ourselves now and Drogheda. Shelbourne won again last night after beating St. Pat's 2-1. UCD are just below us. Even though they beat us last week, they're still below us. But we've got 2 big games now coming up Monday night against Dundalk and Friday against Derry City. But as I said before, I can't see where we're getting the points. So it's going to be a long, long, hard season. I think we should start preparing for New Zealand, just write this off, and just hopefully we'll be in a better position. Up the Harps.
How's it going, lads? Just a quick video here reporting the old Shels match. We'll call it Shels match instead of Pats. We were very good. You can see Duffy set out his ways. The press is high up the pitch. What I say use, because obviously keeping that. Still a bit harsh. Duffy set out. We pressed as high up the pitches, gave the ball away. I don't know how many times. It was very easy, and we didn't create. We had a few headers, but we didn't create a whole lot. We were definitely putting us under pressure, and Pats just couldn't get going. We got a well-deserved lead. Jack Moylan is turning into some player in the final third, anyways. Johnny Boyd as well could have scored. With Shane Farrell playing right wing back and Jardy Leakey, I think that's how you pronounce it, or whatever he's called. 17-year-old playing centre mid, so we had plenty of injuries. We just didn't give Pats a second on the ball. We were very good, and we were kind of slowing down a bit towards the end of the first half, and Pats, you could argue, probably got a deserved goal, kind of chances created, but we kind of thought, we best might get out here with a draw. And the second half came out, and JJ done, I don't know who it was, little deflection, and then we just looked so comfortable. Pats were just so one-dimensional with their 2 wingers cutting in constantly every single time. It was so obvious that Alan Doyle just doesn't get a sniff. I actually think he's quite good. But the service to him is horrendous. We were well worth that win, yeah. Just looking at the clock there, yeah, we were well worth that win. I was actually very impressed, and it's 3 in a row now with Shels, and we're looking up the table now rather than down. And Tim Clancy, that's very, very poor for the amount of money they're spending. It's the same predictable stuff. I watch the Sligo match, it's the same predictable stuff. So, fully deserved our 7-2 victory as Paddy Power had us up, I think.
Hi Keith, just a review on our game against Wexford Youths last night, 1-1. Easily City's worst performance of the season. Didn't play well at all. Some lads just didn't turn up last night. Passages of play were poor, passing was poor. Barry Coffey, like a fella who can be so instrumental in a game, he was absolutely anonymous last night, and he had a shot with about 10 minutes to go, and it should have been one that he would have put away, but it kind of summed up his night because he hit it wide. Kevin O'Connor, lovely half volley around the first half. Again, I know I keep praising him, but Jack Doherty for Wexford, it was great to see him kind of like watch him in a game last night, because I know I've been praising him, but I wanted to see if he's up to that level or if he's really that good, but he's an absolute quality player. I think City, I know I've been saying it about him, and I think I'd love to see him at City, but I think he's definitely good enough. I think he'd be a great player for City in a playmaker position. Just drifts around anywhere around the 18-yard box. He goes left and right. He doesn't stay in the one place. Low centre of gravity. Lovely ball player. Should have put, I think he would have put Wexford 1 up. It would have been 1-1 at him. He rounded Harrington and took the ball, played over the top and took the ball down beautifully. Rounded Harrington and Keane Coleman cleared the ball off the line. I suppose there wasn't really anybody that kind of stood out for City. There was nobody really good. Gilchrist had a good game, to be fair to him. Hakkinen didn't put a foot wrong. City last night had a lot of hustle and bustle, played a lot of long ball and trying to see where that worked from, but it just wasn't happening last night. And it's just a poor performance, unfortunately. And like as I said in the review during the week, like especially with Galway are on such a run that City have to keep winning the games. Now they're after falling behind Galway level on games, so you know last night mightn't have been a bad thing in a sense that probably it was a kick up the hole they needed. Maybe it was a case that they just thought things were kind of go on their way, and that they thought they just kind of have to turn up. But to be fair to Wexford. They were really good last night, and kind of doesn't reflect their position in the league, because I remember one stage there in the first half they had a passage of play. I think there was about 16 or 17 passes where they went from left side to the middle to right side, and it was absolutely fantastic to watch, to be fair to them. So like Wexford can be a credit to themselves, and as I said, it doesn't reflect where they're based. But no, City were poor last night. Yeah, they definitely didn't have their ready brick anyway. Thanks, Keith.
Alright, so just back here from the Ryan McBride Brandywell Stadium. Another disappointing result for Derry City. Now 2 defeats in a row against the teams either side of them in the table. I think in general, overall, Dundalk probably deserved all 3 points. Derry had spells in the game where they were on top, especially after the equaliser. They got on top, and then again a mistake at the back, and Dundalk has punished them. Consensus of the game was Dundalk started the brightest, really got after Derry, never let them settled in the game themselves pretty quickly. A great well taken goal from Robbie Benson, a curler from the edge of the box, which gave Brian Maher absolutely no chance. Derry did have a couple of chances, half chances really. A good ball from McGonigal, found Joe Thompson, but he couldn't really catch it the way he wanted it, and Shepherd was able to get across his goal and tip it round the post. Again, another half chance. Bohs this time with a cross on the volley, found Joe Thompson with the overhead kick, and again probably either side of keeper he scores, but unfortunately it was straight into his hands. Second half wasn't really much they shared about from either team. James Akintunde made a difference for Derry when he came on. He won a free kick in the edge of the box. Brandon Kavanagh took it, curled it in, and Akintunde found himself at the back post to head home an equaliser. Derry started they up the pressure a wee bit and looked like the team that may create the next goal scoring chance. Unfortunately, Brandon Kavanagh again gets caught in the ball like he has done a couple of times this season, and a nice little through ball for Pat Hoban, who took it first time, and the keeper stood absolutely no chance. And that's what Pat Hoban does. He wasn't really in the game for the length of time he was on the pitch, but the one chance he did get, he absolutely buried it. For Derry, it's worryingly 2 wins in 9 games. 2 games now before the break against Sligo and Finn Harps. Really need to be winning them, to be honest. It's going to be difficult fixtures, but 2 games that we know that Derry get at their best, they can do that. Unfortunately, we haven't been at our best, apart from Shamrock Rovers last week. We're creating chances, not scoring them. Hopefully we can get the goal scoring back, because Although we didn't create a lot tonight, we did create plenty in the Rovers and Pats game. Didn't create a lot against Bohs either a few weeks ago. But look, no need to panic just yet. Half a season gone, sitting in second place. We've taken that at the start of the season.
Not long back from Derry City there, where it finished Dundalk 2, Derry 1. Dundalk picking up the first away win of the season. Bloody brilliant, especially against Derry, a very strong team, probably one of the favourites to win the league. But yeah, it was a great game, I thought. I think Dundalk started very well, pressing hard, and early on getting rewarded through a Robbie Benson goal. It came out of nothing, really. Like, it looked like they were going away, and the next thing, Robbie Benson, the next wee turned the defender, and he went, bang, shot from outside the box. Beautiful goal. Then the half kind of went on. Derry got into it a bit more, but we still pressed them, and I think it was kind of 50-50 after that. I don't think either, like, Derry had a couple of good chances that Nathan Shepherd, saved. So that was good. He's Nathan Shepherd's really come into himself a lot this season. He's becoming one of the better goalkeepers, I think, in the league, on form anyway. And yeah, I went into the break at 1-0 Dundalk, and rightly so. I think they were deserving to be ahead. And second half came out, Derry pressed again, and again I think Dundalk dealt with them. I don't think they were ever really under much pressure. But the goal did come. It was, like when I said we weren't under much pressure, like, I mean, the goal wasn't under much pressure, but they were pressing hard. And eventually the goal did come. Free kick, stupid free kick to give away. And the ball came in, it was a good ball in, and keeper couldn't get to it. It was one of the few things Shepherd didn't do great all night. He kind of flapped at it a bit, but yeah, it was a good goal. 1-0, but that lead only lasted 6 minutes before not Robbie Benson this time, sorry, it was Pat Hoban sliding the ball into the corner and sending the away fans absolutely mental. And that was it then. Derry couldn't get a couple of free kicks. I think they hit the crossbar once and one straight at the keeper. Probably Patchen should have done better with them, but I'm not going to complain anyway. And Dundalk ended up 2-1 winners, and I think it was a fair result for Dundalk. I think overall we did deserve it. Derry didn't really, like I said, they had pressed us and they had a few chances, but they never really threatened to go. Like, the only thing, as I said, hit the crossbar, and other than that, I don't think there was any heart in your mouth situations. Like, so, well, Dundalk move on now back up north to Donegal on Monday night. So hopefully we get another 3 points there. Thanks very much, lads.